The EU is taking the global lead when it comes to AI governance. It has taken 2 years to pass the comprehensive AI legal framework, the EU AI Act. While the US is often at the forefront of technical research and discovery, its approach to technology governance, particularly in AI, is fragmented and less prescriptive. Hello, this is Bannon reporting from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. The EU AI Act represents a comprehensive, legally binding framework that categorizes AI systems by risk and sets strict standards for their use. It is by no means perfect, though it is proactive and unified. In the US, there are many discussions and hearings happening about AI policy at different levels of the government, but nothing cohesive and nothing comprehensive. The US seems to be focused on promoting AI innovation and leadership. This is uber important, but it is a very slippery slope to continue the forward charge without legal guardrails. The US approach is also very distributed. I am personally an advocate of distributed leadership and decentralized governance to protect us all from a single and likely unmanageable federal entity. The EU's delivery of this legislative framework will have direct impacts on our US decision makers. For example, the EU's comprehensive approach could push the US away from the current sector-specific guidelines and towards a more unified set of regulations. US companies that do business with the EU will need to comply with the EU regulations. This could mean significant changes in how AI is developed and used. The US will likely see legal and ethical issues such as data governance, bias management, model transparency, and intellectual property rights arise. We will no doubt see calls for transatlantic collaboration. The key will be balancing innovation and regulation. The EU's AI legislation may steer the US towards a more global perspective in AI development, particularly in areas where AI intersects with global issues like climate change and cybersecurity. It's not just about local markets anymore. The EU directive may catalyze a renewed focus on AI ethics and human rights in the US. Our focus on personal liberty, freedom, and privacy rights have set us apart for generations. That said, the US and her allies must continue to foster and lead innovation to stay ahead of our peer adversaries. Time will tell if the EU's AI Act will clip the wings of US AI innovation. I personally hope that the US is inspired by the EU's leadership and accelerates accountability without treading on our inalienable rights. For the US, the balancing act will need to continue. Something to noodle on.